The sun keeps going in and out, trying to ruin my shot. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl. It's a girl. Ginger, of course. Welcome back. Today's video is going to be about all the things that I've learned while I did the 30-day detox. If you're new here, if you don't know, I did the 30-day detox, so I did not use oils or butters on my hair for 30 days. That's right. That is right. And before you start calling the police, it went fine, okay? In a nutshell, it went fine, but there's a few things that I learned and I want to share that with you today. Before we get started though, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, girl, and the bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video. Also follow me on Instagram where you can stay up to date with what's going on with my hair, what's going on with me, what's going on the day-to-day. So if that's something that interests you, then follow me on the gram. So a few things that I've learned during my 30-day detox, and it was interesting. I'm very glad that I did it. There are multiple ways for you to take care of the hair that is on your hair, and I truly believe that you have to do what's best for you and you have to do what makes you happy. I don't think that you should be forced into taking care of your hair in a way that doesn't make you happy, that doesn't fit into your, let's say, night routine, that doesn't fit into your self-care time, because all of that is important. It's hard for a lot of us to digest this whole no oil, no butter thing, but at the same time, I also think that if you use oil and butters religiously, as long as you caring for your hair, you actually have a routine, you're consistently cleansing your hair and your scalp, you will be fine. I don't believe that there's this coating on your hair that is drying your hair out, because if you're consistently putting water in your hair, then it's not getting dried out. Your hair is only drying out because you're not putting water on your hair. So that is the first thing that I believe, is that there isn't one way to take care of your hair. There's multiple ways. And I say this too because there's so many different things that we do to our hair. You know, some people don't use oils and butters, or some people only do wash and go, some people only protective style. There's so many different things, and you know, you gotta do what's best for you. The second thing that I've learned is that it's kind of expensive. The no oil, no butter thing, it's a little pricey. Especially if you don't live in the States, if you have to pay duties and taxes, if you have to get the product shipped to a friend's and they have to ship it to you, it adds up, okay? I spent $250 over the past month trying to get hair products smuggled in Canada, and that's a lot of money. I am sure that these products are going to last me a while, and at the end of the day, we spend money in areas that serves us, right? We spend money in things that makes us happy. Something that I may think is a waste of money, you may think that you need it. So obviously we need to keep all that into perspective, but if you are going to try the recommended products that they want you to try and you want to follow things in a meticulous way, then you are going to spend some money, and it can be a little expensive. I just want to put it out there just in case you're thinking about doing this. I want you to have all the information. I want you to know what's real. And they also say that products don't matter, the products that you use don't matter, but I believe that it does, okay? Sure, methods matters more than products, but products still kind of matter. You're not gonna get the same results if you're using a bunch of different products or different gels, etc. So the results that they specifically have in mind for you to retain, I believe that you kind of have to use most of the products that they recommend. And I'm not talking about shampoos or conditioners. I am mainly talking about the gels, okay? The botanical gels, it matters. Speaking of gels, not all gels are created equal. I touched base on that on one of my last videos in the series. By the way, I can't stop talking about this no oil, no butter thing, so I made several videos on it. I would suggest you to check them out if you want to get more information about this method. But not all gels are created equal. No, girl. The eco stylers, the gels that you grew up using, those are not the gels that we're talking about when we talk about no oil and butters, okay? We're talking about botanical gels, we're talking about shishi gels, we're talking about expensive gels. Before you go and dump a tub of plastic gels on your hair, watch my videos so that you get the full picture, okay? We're not talking about plastic gels, we're talking about botanical gels. And to be fair, the botanical gels that I've used, they are lovely. The Uncle Funky, it's so nice. It doesn't even feel like a gel in my hair, and it doesn't even give me much hold. I think it gives some people hold depending on your texture, but for me, it's like a moisturizer. So not all gels are created equal. Just keep that in mind. Number 4, you will be your own hair salon at home. Yes, listen, this method really got you feeling like you might as well open a salon when you're done learning, okay? First of all, you need a hooded hair dryer. It's messy, okay? You're not at a stylist bowl. You're in your bathroom. And, you know, there's products everywhere. Things are dripping. Your hair needs to be super wet. I find it to be messy, and I kind of feel like I'm my own stylist at home. It's teaching you to be a stylist. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying that's something that I learned throughout the process. And I don't know how I feel about that entirely, because you don't have all of the tools that a stylist will have. For example, a nice, powerful hooded dryer. I have this no-name hooded dryer that is doing its best, but my hair takes forever to dry. And if you're not at a salon and you're doing this at home, I just feel like it becomes a little bit more difficult for you to get this whole thing done. So you are going to feel like a stylist at home, which is a good and a bad thing, because you get to learn about your hair, you get to spend some time with your hair, you get to really feel what your hair, feels like. All of these are positives, but at the same time, the tools, the energy that you're going to dedicate to the process kind of makes me feel like I'm a stylist now, you know? I might as well update my resume. I've also learned that my hair does not need oils and butters. At least not as much as I thought it did. It's a big one to say, okay, because you know we love our butters and we've been using it for a pretty long time. But yeah, my hair doesn't need it as much as I thought. I've realized over the years that I needed to use less and less oils and butters, because baby, at the beginning, I used to put so much oil in my hair that, you know, your pillows are covered. Your pillows are tainted with oil stain, because I used to put a lot of oils and butters in my hair. I've definitely suffered from product buildup, but I've realized that we don't need to use as much oils as we use. Even if you are going to continue using your oil, or even if you are not going to give them up or anything like that, it doesn't take as much oil as we think it takes to coat our hair. And that's what I'm learning. I'm learning that we are very heavy-handed with products, and we need to chill out. We need to take it easy. We don't need to do the most. As much as we feel that we really need the oil and the butter to coat our hair, we don't need a lot of it. So that's something to keep in mind. This whole challenge made me realize that hair care can be simple. It can be simplified. We don't need to do a lot of the steps that we do to our hair. And you know, pre-poo, I'm talking about you. So for example, I used to pre-poo, wash, deep condition, and moisturize my hair. And by moisturizing, I meant, you know, leave-in conditioner followed with a butter or an oil. With this method, shampoo, condition, and style. And by styling, you would use a few gels, perhaps 1 gel or maybe 3 gels, depending on the results that you want. So this method kind of simplifies hair care, because you know exactly what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, and how you're gonna do it. So it's kind of like a rinse and repeat recipe, very easy. Whereas what I used to do before, obviously I've been doing my hair for a really long time, so it was very simplified for me. I only had 5 steps in my routine, but I also can understand how a lot of us went above and beyond. You know, we did a lot of extra things that are they needed? Are they making a difference? Are they actually growing your hair, or do we feel like they are in our mind? I know some of us do clay washes, shampoo, we deep condition, we also condition, and then we oil our scalp, we moisturize our hair, there's so many different treatments, you know, that we do, and are they needed? So this whole journey, the past 30 days, really made me question every single thing that we do to our hair. Like, do we need to deep condition? It doesn't even sit right with me to ask that question. Do we need to deep condition? And you know what, I think that has to be a whole video in itself. I need to do some research to find out if deep conditioning was doing what I thought it was doing, because that's all I did for years. I didn't even bother to condition my hair. I only deep conditioned. But then some of the ingredients in a deep conditioner versus a conditioner can be the same. Oh, that has to be a whole other video, girl. All right, so this one is going to piss a lot of people off. I mentioned it in my last video too, and I said that I felt that we were chasing curls, okay, with this method. What is the actual name of this method? You know, it's not, I hate calling it no oil, no butters. It's so long. But with this method, I kind of feel like we're chasing curls. And the reason why I said that, I really want to expand on it a little bit more here, is we equating hydration with curls. So if our hair doesn't have curls in it, then your hair is dry, then it's dehydrated. You don't, you know, 4C hair doesn't exist. 4C hair is dehydrated for A hair. I've seen it all in my little research, and I'm just like, when did hydration equate curls? If I go through this process, so I wash, condition, and style my hair, and sure, there's some curls there. If I go and comb out my hair right after that, so my hair looks like it's in the fro, is it suddenly no longer hydrated? Hydration and curls are just two different things. I truly believe that hydration is not a look, okay? Hydration is a state, is a characteristic. Sure, I believe that. But hydration does not equal curls. And the fact that you're not getting your hair to be curly or to look curly or to stay looking curly. So for example, if your hair is little curls when it's wet, but then it dries and it's no longer there, that's not a bad thing. At least not for me. I don't see it as a bad thing. I have accepted my hair the way that it is, especially given natural hair can do so many different things. There's so many different states. We can set our hair in so many different ways that curls aren't the ultimate goal. So this method definitely made me feel like I was chasing curls, and that's exactly what I said in my last video. And some people started coming for me. They're like, oh my god, it's not chasing curls if that's how your hair is naturally. True. And if that's you, I'm not talking about you if you're not chasing curls, but I feel like it's going to get some people's feelings hurt when they're trying to set their hair to look like someone who naturally has curlier texture. I don't know, I hope that makes sense, but I just kind of feel like the whole point of setting your hair in a wash and go is for it to look curly. They even name their platform See Some Curls. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little problematic. That takes me to point number 9, which is we will always find something to fight about. It's funny that, you know, this is the next point given the point that I had before. We'll always find something to fight about. Honestly, who cares? If you want to use oils and butters in your hair and it's working for you, then go ahead, boo-boo. Who is checking you? But if I want to not use oils and butters, then good for me. We don't need to fight about it. Someone left a comment in one of my videos and said she will only stop using oil if someone were to pry off her dead body. Is it really that serious? Sis, I know you must have been joking, okay? But yeah, stylists versus influencers, influencers versus consumers. Like, I just in my research, things got a little ugly. And I just want to, you know, put that as a point that I've learned, that we will always find something to fight about, and we shouldn't. We don't have to. We can all let people do what they want to do, because at the end of the day, as much as we do this, as much as we spread the word about this way of taking care of your hair, people are going to do what they want to do. People are not going to wash their hair. They're not going to condition their hair. They are going to slap a bunch of gels on their hair and put on a wig or a weave or whatever. People are going to do what they want to do, okay? So let's not fight about it. And my last point is that it's not for everyone. If you don't love the feel of gels, if you don't like wash and goes, if you just don't want to do this, then it's just not for you, and don't do it. It's okay. I watched a video not too long ago, actually I think it was yesterday, by African Hair God. I'll actually link it down below because I think he made some really great points in terms of another stylist perspective, right? Because not every stylist is on board with not using oils or not using butters or doing wash and goes. Even with doing wash and goes, not every stylist recommend using the same products. So everything is everywhere right now, okay? He made some interesting points coming from a stylist, so I'll link it down below. But all that to say that it's not for everyone. If you can't get over the idea of putting gels on your hair after you wash it, then just don't do it. Honestly, it's that simple. The big question. I know you guys want to know, you've done this, Jennifer. Are you going to continue? We want to know if you're gonna go back to using oils and butters. And the answer is not yet. Not yet. There is so much more to explore. There is so many different styles that I want to try, so many combination of products, so many different mousse, for example, that I want to try. I haven't tried. There's so many different things that I want to do before I go back to oils and butters, because I have nothing against oils and butters. My hair felt great using oil and butters. My hair actually feels really good right now too, not using oils and butters. It depends on how you care for your hair. The point is, as long as you care for your natural hair, she will be fine. Of course, we can improve on certain things, and with this experience, especially doing the no oil and butter, I realized that we need to pay more attention with how much we wash our hair, or how we go about washing our hair, period, right? Washing our scalp, washing our hair, how thorough are we? As long as you are washing your hair and resetting your routine every single week, I don't think you're gonna have a problem using oils and butters. That's just my thing. As long as you care for your natural hair, she will thrive. So I'm not going back yet. I still want to experiment. I still want to make videos about this. So if you guys have any requests or any video ideas, leave them down below. Another thing that I've learned, and I almost forgot this one, which is why I'm standing up to record it, is that it's not easy, okay? They make it seem like this thing is super easy, and I believe that you can get better over time, but when you first start, it's not easy. Getting the water ratio right with the products, and also knowing what your hair is supposed to feel like, when to add water, when to add more products. Very complicated, girl. It's been a whole month and I don't feel like I got the whole thing down packed, especially when it comes to getting the perfect wash and go, which is why I kind of want to do different styles now, but it's not easy. And if you're going in with the expectation that it's going to be easy, good luck, okay? No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, another thing that I almost forgot to say. How does my hair feel after the 30-day detox? My hair feels pretty good. I had no issues. I didn't have any extra shedding or breakage. I also really make sure that I take care of my hair when I'm handling my hair, okay? Regardless of what I'm doing, I am the person that's going to take my time detangling. I don't rush through my routine, which is why it's taking me a long time to get the whole wash and go thing, because people are saying it takes them an hour. How fast are you going through your hair? Because for me, I like to take my time. I like to be in the shower singing along, you know what I mean? So my hair feels good. She feels, well, this time around I use more I Create Hold, so she feels a little like dry now. It's day 5. However, it takes a little bit longer for my hair to feel dry. That's one. The third time I did the wash and go, I used too much Uncle Funky, and my hair literally stayed moisturized all week. I don't even understand how. It's like magic almost. My hair felt really soft, almost like it retained water all week. It's crazy to me. So there's definitely something with this method. If you want to try it, I really want you guys to give it a fair chance, because if you don't, then you're not gonna reap the benefit and you're gonna say it's trash. But it's a really good way to take care of your hair, because my hair felt really good. My hair felt moisturized for longer, and I also enjoyed the fact that I really cleaned my scalp. I really cleaned my hair. I definitely enjoy that part as well. So my hair feels good. I think it's a good way to take care of your hair. The key is, as long as you care for your hair, it should be okay. Unless you're ignoring your hair, leaving it in braids for month 2, 3, 4, 5, or not washing your hair consistently, not putting water on your hair consistently, then of course your hair is going to break. Your hair is going to be chronically dehydrated. But if you are taking care of your hair on a weekly basis, you should be fine. You should be fine. Okay, editing Jen checking in, and I just want to say it's been 10 days since I washed my hair. I used a little bit of mousse to put my hair into this puff situation, and girl, my hair feels so good. Like, the mousse reactivated the gel that was in my hair, and she is so soft. This is 10 days and I haven't put water back into my hair, you guys. It's crazy. I know we don't want to give up the oils. My hair would have never felt this moisturized 10 days post wash day if I had just used oil and butters. Shea Butter, I love you. Girl, you know I do. Another thing that I want to point out is, because I've been doing wash and go, it allowed me to give my scalp a break, specifically my edges, and my edges are thriving. They are growing back. They're growing back strong, and I am here for it. we put so much tension on our hair typically that we don't even realize, like doing braids or putting our hair into puffs. Although I have my hair in a puff now, but we actually put a lot of tension on our hair on a day-to-day basis, and this whole thing really gave my scalp a break. And my edges, girl, I don't know if you can see, but it's crazy how much they are flourishing over the past couple of months. So that's another thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this series, let me know down below. This is likely the last video that I'm going to make discussing this. I will continue to make videos styling my hair, but all the information, basically I've presented it to you in a very digestible way. So if you want to go through the series, I will put all the videos down below and in the cards too. You know, you don't have to go too far to get it. And I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.